They're classic, they're popular, they're beautiful, they're hydrangeas. Tom Estabrook from Estabrooks in Yarmouth. This one looks good to me. Can I just take this one on home for me?
You surely could, but maybe we ought to talk about where you're going to plant it first.
Ah, yeah. I mean, this is the common one, right? This blue.
See it down in Cape Cod on vacation. Everybody loves a periwinkle blue hydrangea. They don't all work in every spot here in Maine, so we've got other choices we can talk about.
And you've got a lot in the back, right?
Oh yeah, plenty to choose from, and we'll talk about a lot of different cool varieties.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So Tom, what should we think about when purchasing the hydrangea?
Yeah, I think the spot in your yard first is very important.
Okay.
Number two is what type of sunlight do you have?
These are all hydrangeas?
They are.
Wow, that's kind of a lot. Where do we start here?
So there's four major types. Okay, we have macrophylla or big leaf hydrangea, which is this blue.
Beautiful.
Okay, and then we have Serrata, which is this lace cap one.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have a hybrid in between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's all the bigger leaf hydrangeas.
Got
Okay.
it.
Then we have arborescens hydrangea, which is a native type form here
Oh,
in
neat.
Maine. Okay. The arborescens type, they can be cut back to the ground. They're great for heavy snow load areas. And then we have paniculata types over here, which come in tree form and shrub form.
Okay.
Okay. And bloom starting in June all the way through till frost in October.
Which one do you go for? I mean, how do you figure it out?
So if it's more of a shady location, we use the big leaf hydrangeas or the arborescens hydrangeas, okay? If it's more sunny site, we start with arborescens hydrangeas and we move to the paniculata hydrangeas.
Okay.
So there's a spot for every hydrangea.
And blooms, do they go all summer long too?
Some are rebloomers, some are not, okay? So endless summer is a form of rebloomer, though you get a big bloom and then there's a big break, and then more towards fall. So, you know, it's all dependent on our season.
I see. Speaking of blooms, you can kind of play with the color of them a little bit?
You can. So acidifier or lime will do that, okay? Here in Maine, with the new hybrids that we have, it's not as important as it was in the past.
I see.
But if we need to correct the color, that's where we use this.
Got it. End of the season, pruning, very important, right?
Yes. Pause on pruning. Okay, when we get to fall, talk to your local garden center about what type you have and why you should prune them and what capacity. Some will prune in the spring, some will prune in the fall. If you prune in the fall on the big leaf hydrangeas, you may be taking next year's blossoms.
Oh, so you gotta be real careful.
So you want to be careful, and there's many tricks, you know, on how to get them to bloom well that you can talk and work through with your garden center.
Got it. Hydrangeas. Tom's an expert on them. Go see him or your local garden center and get the latest on the big blooms from the hydrangeas. All right. You can also get the latest from us on newscentermaine.com or our mobile app. We'll see you again next time on Gardening with Gutner.